What, ladies and gentlemen, do you do when you don't have an electric saber saw? You use a saw in the heat of a garage. And you don't get very far because somebody, prior to you or even knowing this person, bought it from a house flipper who sprayed everything and the door never closed properly because of humidity and heat. Do this in a second because the first time I came to Florida, I noticed the sweating. Here, let's get close to Logan. Yeah, that's sweating. I couldn't believe it was September. I was trying to get in 1987 the stuff I packed in the on our van that was leased, and I barely got a couple of suitcases off, and I was drenched. So, you see, in order for me to do this, I should have started at 6 in the morning, but I had to go get my brakes looked at, and an inspection will cost $82. But I don't want to be driving around where I have to pump brakes. But I think I explained to him incorrectly. I don't necessarily pump them. I just throw it into neutral and slow down. Then I use the gear shift to slow the car down even more. I think it's a leak, but even a leak is going to cost money. And in order to see what's wrong, $82. I don't have $82. I live on Social Security down by the river in a van with Chris Farley. Now, that's Saturday Night Live. Look it up. Have a good laugh. Well, Elaine's back in the house. Doesn't even know I'm here because she likes to sleep in because she used to have to make shoelaces. Shoelaces, that's a fascinating story. I'm going to have to do the podcast and ask her how each shoelace was made. She worked in a kind of a sweatshop up in Rhode Island when she was young. See, and even talking, I'm getting more stuff on me. Now, the reason I'm filming this is because I noticed growing up when my parents would argue, my mother would say one thing and then deny that she said it. My father, he knew everything. He was never wrong. And alcohol had nothing to do with his complete breakdown and getting leukemia, which is a form of cancer. So we all go into denial, and you know denial is a long, long river in Egypt. So I am going to Countryside Christian Church, which is unbelievable, fabulous. I want to get Don Dobson down here. Go to a church where the fire from heaven comes down. Then you get baptized in the same way that you were baptized through water and death. So you're raised to a new life in the same way that Christ was brought up from the grave. Oh, that's in Colossians. Let's learn about that. Not now, kiddies, but let's tempt you with what you think you know about the scriptures and what you actually don't know a thing because you're afraid of certain things. I'll never read the Old Testament. Never. Say never. That's what my cousin Joe, his older brother, Piece of the Pie Joe, and Cage Story Joe, and other stories, which I'm promoting for him. So we have to go seesaw Margherita, right? The saw, huh? Oh, no. Why do kids play around as much as they do? Because they do. That's why I'm the author of a children's book. I met a man named Rungle. I met him in the jungle. The moon was bright. It was a Saturday night. I said, now, hey, everybody, let's rungle tonight. And we sang Rungle in the jungle. It's a happy, happy tune. I'm going to fly you to the moon. Hallelujah. I've heard that so many times. This is how music is written. Over and over and over. You repeat it until the professionals come in and they make you do even more. Then they edit your music. And Elaine, I'm at her house doing this. Elaine, the rain in Spain falls mostly on Elaine's aeroplane. She's editing, digging ditches. And she's almost going bonkers because it's not easy. When I would write, I'd have inspiration and I would write, and then I wanted to add it. I didn't know how to do it. I had nobody to help me. I didn't have any money. Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Liza Minnelli, the daughter of Judy Garland. Somewhere over the rainbow. So let's go back to Cecil. Oh, kids, it has to go in this way. Up, up. Now you have to find the groove. Grooving. And now you cut across here until you get to the other line. When you get to the other line, you break it off so you know where the line is. I've got a line on the other side, otherwise I'll cut past the door, and then we won't have a door at all. And actually, Elaine doesn't care. She's the only one living here. But if you have a guest, you might like to close the door, so you do. Poopily poopily doo, poopily doopily doo, la 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 la, poopily doopily doo, la 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 la. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Frank Baum, he did this. He wrote this as a book for his own children. I wrote Rumble in the Jungle for my children. Well, happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Put on your glasses. Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad, how can you do that for Kate and Sophie? Because I did it for you when you were a little girl. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice morning.